Simon Miller from WhatCulture here, live at WrestleCon for WrestleMania weekend with the one and only EC3.
I'm so glad we're doing this because I have things to promote. So it's, dude, you randomly come up to me for an interview. I saw the get up and the microphone. I'm like, I saw one of these guys. Then you said, what culture? I'm like, what a culture we live in.
Exactly.
But you actually have a legitimate following. So yes, let's do an interview.
Absolutely, dude. And you can promote whatever you want as well. That's all good with me. You could just take the microphone and cut a promo if you want.
Get there, but like I have a president of PWTV over here, Pro Wrestling TV, who just launched. That's gonna be the home of Control Your Narrative. But we're available in the UK. So all the UK fans that are asking about how do I get to watch, Pro Wrestling TV. Oh.
He's doing it. He's in. So
it'll be Pro Wrestling TV. There we go. And you stream it via Roku, devices, Apple TV. I don't know. I live in the dark, so I don't know anything about technology, but it's the future, and in the U.S. it's a linear cable channel, too. So I have a TV deal with a promotion. Holy shit.
You can swear. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
But it is pretty cool, though. Like, you have started your Control Your Narrative promotion. It does get a lot of chatter online, as I'm sure you've seen.
Oh, yeah.
You had your show, I think it was Thursday night, I believe?
Yeah, we had such an excellent show, and what a team-building experience. It was a transcendent night, and the thing about this, when you wear so many hats and it's your personal project, the amount of pressure you put on yourself, it's worth it.
So how, obviously you've been very vocal about how you want this promotion to evolve, how you want it to grow. You get past WrestleMania weekend, which obviously is always going to be a big, it's a wrestling hub, right? Everybody comes here.
And I wish more of the UK was here, because I know the passion and the intensity the fans bring and how good they are, and we're very geared to them because we have the unique characters with the in-depth storytelling. UK fans are smart. They're not like these damn Americans.
Damn right.
No, but like they need a higher end product with storytelling and character development. So I wish they were here, but we'll see them soon.
And that's the aim, right? The aim is to proper go stories, narrative, characters. They come back. We have twists, we have turns, etc.
Exactly. But we're also going to have like really good physical wrestling. So that's cool too.
It is cool, and I can imagine, I don't know, I never ran a wrestling promotion, but the big thing that you are...
Neither have
I. You have now. That's the thing, because it certainly seems like to me, and please correct me if I'm wrong, is that your big thing is that it's almost like there's a community vibes. There's nobody on top handing out bits of paper, you're doing this, you're doing that. So I assume you get to a show and you all sit down and you just come up with a collaborative direction.
I would say I'd like to facilitate the narratives, but what I really want to do is get into the talent's head. I kind of psychoanalyze them, like, what stories do you want to tell? How can I plug that in to our overall picture where you're telling yours, and together we're telling a conclusive story that engages fans in a different way. So, yeah. It's not like a crapshoot where it's like, well, I want to do a promo today. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to make a run-in. Sure to go for it, man. I don't care. No, there's like organized chaos. Is that the word? Yeah.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Do you think you'll ever get to a point where you do have to be a bit more, I don't like the word strict, but you know what I'm talking about?
There are times, too, when I'm already realizing that sometimes leeway, not for the sake of the talent making mistakes, but for what else is taking place to kind of make sure each and everything has meaning because everything is different.
Yeah.
So no, people aren't doing the same things. Yeah. So to an extent, yes.
Well, because you know where you want it to go as well. So you can't veer off to left or the right because you won't get there.
Sometimes, but I'm also realizing where I want it to go and then where it ends up going. Sometimes the universe points you in a different direction and it's better. So, yeah, yes and no.
And I know you have talked about this before, but I feel it's only fair to give you a platform to do it again. There has been a lot of... Some people don't seem to understand what you're trying to do with Control Your Narrative. And I know you went on Square Circle, Reddit, and you addressed these things directly. Do you feel like that's helped at all? Do you think people are getting a better understanding of the promotion?
Well, I think anyone with logic and reason can look at what I've said and answered each and every question possible with the utmost honesty and truth. I mean, at that point, I can only tell you my truth. You can either believe me or you don't, but I can't worry if you do.
Yeah.
I said the truth. I nailed it. I defeated Reddit. The thing was, if I changed one mind about just how like toxic and horrible culture could be, and the things people could say, or just believe without facts behind it, if I could change one mind, then it's a win.
I think that's fair. One mind at a time, right? What about EC3, the performer, as well? Because you have no. You work for control your narrative, but you can go and do whatever you want. It's not like there's somebody above you going, no, you are exclusive to this. Are you looking to sort of get around to other companies as well?
I think the collaboration with other companies is the main goal, but
Right, okay.
I'm all in on this. You can't create something and then depend on something else.
That makes sense, right? You need to be focused 100%.
I have to live and die on the sword. So, yeah.
Okay, so at this juncture, it's where I'm going to completely upend the interview, and Phil's going to get mad because he knows what I'm going to do. You massively jacked, right?
Yeah, real
I love the gym. Yeah. I talked to Brian Cage, not going to lie, this was a couple of years ago. All we did was talk about how the hell you stay on shape on the road and being busy. So now I want to talk to you about it because you have... Put it like this, I'm sure you know about this. Your physique is so ridiculous that when you went to WWE, everyone's like, we know it didn't work out, but the point was everyone's like, he's going to do fine because he looks like a WWE guy. So when you had that kind of schedule, or the schedule you're doing now, because obviously you're here, you're there, how on earth do you get your food in? How do you get your protein in? How do you get your gymming in, etc., etc.?
Well, one thing I do.
Here we go. I knew he'd had something. This is all for me, dude. I wanted it.
My Ruck Pack at ruck.pack on Instagram. They got a nice little food pouch in it so I can keep my shit in there.
Nice.
All my supplements.
I'm looking.
Snacks. Don't look at that, though. That's bad.
We didn't see it.
Like, consistency is almost better than intensity sometimes. So being consistent. Before I left Dallas, I packed 16 meals and put them in a freezer.
Wow, man,
But then after the show Thursday, I said, you know what? I'm going to take a little break. Yeah. So I had hotel breakfast today. I'm having steak dinner tonight.
Nice.
I had a walk to 7-Eleven and had chips and cookies and chocolate covered pretzels and a bag of beef jerky, so I guess it's healthy. So I'm like kind of going off, but preparation is key. So I prepare everything.
It is right, and I think what some people don't get is you've just proved it. You can go a little bit off diet every now and then, as long as you get back onto it after a couple of days, right? This is so good. This is exactly what I want in my life.
Well, yes, you can try my app. Project Narrative Training app, join.freec3.com. Use the promo code AWAKE to get the first month free. But I customize diets and training to the individual. So whatever. Like I travel a lot, what can I do? Well, I'm glad you do because there's a feature on my app where if you go to any main franchise or chain, it tells you the options you can use to fit your diet for the day. So I'm a genius, yeah.
That was my next question. How are you such a genius? But no, genuinely, I do think it's impressive because even I don't have a schedule of, you guys, every now and then you got a busy week, you have to sit down there on Sunday and go, man, I got to prep, crazy.
I got to pack a bag, I got all this going on, but then before I left for Dallas, I was up at 4:30 in the morning counting grams of rice.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is why I'm going to die alone. This is why I'm miserable every day. What am I doing this for? It doesn't matter because I'm already as jacked and ripped as I possibly can be. But it's because I did that.
Exactly,
so, yeah.
And one last stupid question. What's your protein of choice? If you could only pick like one source of lean protein, what are we going for?
To eat?
Yeah. No one else will ask you this question today. Not one person.
I mean, there's a lot of chicken and ground turkey. You know what? Egg whites.
Underrated, right?
Really?
Especially out here because you have the liquid egg whites. I mean, we kind of have them back. We do, but they have to really go looking for them. Like.
I have like a terrible sweet tooth, so I have this trick where I'll do the egg whites, whatever. Here's my cup, like a sugar-free coffee syrup. Like I want vanilla. Pour that in there. Then I'll put my oatmeal or my cream of rice in there, and I'll blend it up, and I'll make it into a big old pancake. Sugar-free syrup. Eat it down, baby. Yeah.
That's genius. I'm stealing that. EC3, thank you so much for fueling my lifting weights habit, and good luck with everything you got going on.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. EC3, like, share, subscribe.